This is a tarot reading for all earth signs, so Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Tarot is not fortune telling, and I will not tell you anything that you don't already know. This is just a tool for your soul's expansion. And if you're okay with that, we're going to go ahead and get ready with your reading. I do have my neighbor doing construction work at the same exact time that I'm doing tarot readings again. So if you hear those noises in the background, I tried to put some binaural beats on to kind of counteract it, but if you hear that, that's what that is. We're going to start with some overall energy, we'll do clarification, and then we will end with a oracle card. All right, earth signs, let's see what your overall energy is today. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Self-Mastery card, the Eight of Pentacles. This is you focusing on doing repetitive tasks. So every day you're doing the same disciplined routine, morning routine, or work schedule, or you're eating the same food, or you're putting away the same amount of money every paycheck, or whatever it is that you're working towards. This is you learning self-mastery. So learning discipline, learning to do the daily tasks, do the repetitive tasks, no matter how boring that it gets, no matter how repetitive it feels, because you're on a mission to create something, and you know that practice makes progress. You know that consistency is the only way to reach your end goal. And the only way to not reach that goal is to give up. So that's not an option. So the only other option is to consistently progress by doing the same things you need to do every single day to get to that goal. And I do think that you're going to see the rewards of that. I do think that you're going to manifest something into the physical with the Ace of Pentacles. You're going to see proof, tangible proof of your efforts, because you are working so hard. And whether that's a huge manifestation or if it's just a small little sign from the universe that you're on the right path, you will be rewarded for your efforts. And this is going to feel like it's coming out of nowhere. It's going to also open the doors for abundance and help you to see a gateway through where you're at currently. When you receive this gift or this manifestation or this proof of something or whatever it is that you're going to receive, only you can know whether you've received that already or you're going to receive that. This is going to open up a portal for you, and it's going to help you realize that you are on the right path and that you should keep going, and that maybe now you know the next step to take, because you understand that when you worked this hard and did these things, you received this proof, and now you know that moving forward you should do this instead, or whatever it is. But I do think that you're working hard, and I think that you're working alone. I think that you are in this alone. I don't think that means like you are ostracized from people or isolated from people, but I think that you enjoy your solitude when you are working towards bettering yourself and working towards your manifestations. I think that you like to be able to say, I did this on my own. I didn't ask for handouts. I didn't need someone holding my hand. I didn't need the gratification, the instant gratification that this society depends on these days. I didn't need someone to show me the way and all these things. It's like you are proud of your accomplishments when you know that you did them on your own and that you were able to reach them on your own. I think that I also think that you like to spend money on yourself, whether that's money or just your energy you like to spend on yourself. You like to experience the sensory things of this life. So whether that's you going out in nature for some people, whether that's you getting your hands in the dirt, whether that's you having luxurious items, or like your little things, your little trinkets and your little plants and things around you, you like to have proof of your hard work. And whatever that means for you, only you can know. But I do think that you're working hard, you're working on your own, and you are going to get proof of what it is that you want. There is some sort of ending here, some sort of like painful last stab in the back, or last hurtful conversation, or maybe like you've made up your mind about something finally, and so it's like the last straw. It's the ending to this to this cycle that you've been overcoming this whole time, because it's the 10 of swords, so it's the ending, it's the completion of whatever this is for you. And yes, when things end, it feels painful sometimes. This is more your thoughts that are allowing pain to happen to you, because you can't be hurt by anything that you don't allow to hurt you. So if people say things to you but you don't agree with that yourself, then it won't hurt you. It'll just be like, what the heck is this person's problem? They're projecting onto me. But if you believe the things that people say in a way, if you deep down have a belief that you are this or that, and then someone says it to you, it's going to trigger that belief inside you. It's going to make you feel insecure, and it's going to hurt because you feel like it's true. This could also just be like you ending that, like you are done thinking this way. You are done listening to this negative internal dialogue. You are done being this reactive person, because you've reacted for the last time, and you've realized for the last time that it doesn't work when you react this way, or whatever it is. It's like this is the last straw, basically, and it can only go up from here, and you will receive mental clarity. You will receive clarity, an idea, a breakthrough, something like that. You will get a renewed sense of just knowing like what to do next with the Page of Swords, which will be the next card for you after the 10 of Swords. So that's somebody who is ready to go on a mission, ready to learn. So I think maybe you're done with the drama, or you're done with the negative internal dialogue, or you're done with communicating in a certain way, or communicating with certain people, whatever it is, and you are ready to learn and move forward in a better way. You want to better yourself. You're done with the pain, and this is something that has to do with your emotions and your subconscious as well. But I do think that you are facing the horizon, you're facing better times, the sun is coming up over the mountains, like you're gonna be okay. And you do have the King of Pentacles here, so this is definitely giving earth energy. This is somebody who has worked hard and is disciplined, who's an authority figure, who is able to be in charge of other people, not in a tyrannical way, but in like people look up to you because you know what you're talking about and you have proof of that. Like, because you have proven that you can get what it is that you said you were gonna get, people will come to you and be like, what, teach me the ways. This is somebody who, just is so disciplined, and because of that, they have freedom of finances, freedom of energy. They feel free. They don't feel bound to money or the material realm, though they are able to rule their own personal reality because they're able to control themselves inside. They know that their inside is connected to the outside. They know that they have to take the action and the discipline. They know that they have to plant the seeds. They know that, you know what I mean? It's like, you know that you have to do certain things to get what it is that you want. And I think that that's what you're moving towards. And I think there's a mindset that you're letting go of, or an ego that you're choosing to ignore now that maybe has tainted your mind in the past and has made you think that all of your efforts are worth nothing and what the heck are you even working towards and things like that. I think that once you leave that behind, you're going to be able to create new things for yourself. You do have the Two of Swords, so there is a decision or an avoidance to make a decision or weighing your options, something like that, having to do with your subconscious, maybe not listening to your intuition. So we'll dig a little deeper to get into that. Let's clarify all of these cards now and just dig a little deeper into your situation. At the end of the deck, you do have, or the bottom of the deck, you do have the Justice card. So I do think that justice will be served, meaning the law of cause and effect, karma is going to be served, whether that's good or bad, only you can know. But I see that because you're working towards creating stability for yourself. I do think it's going to be good karma, as long as you don't fall into your old ways, because you do have the Five of Cups and the Devil card here. But let's go ahead and clarify this. So with the Eight of Pentacles, you do have the Three of Cups. So I think that you're working towards getting to a point where you can celebrate your success with others, where you can feel like you can allow yourself a vacation or something like that. It's like you're working so hard, and you have been working so hard, and in the back of your mind you want to be able to kind of like enjoy what you've done so far, or be able to take a vacation or take time off and just celebrate with the relationships that you have around you. And I think other people also are celebrating you. They could be affirming to you that they recognize your efforts, they recognize your hard work, and I think that everybody likes to hear that. I think everybody needs to hear that sometimes. Everybody needs to have somebody who's supporting them, who's saying, hey, I know that you feel like maybe you're working for nothing, but I respect you and I understand your efforts, and I appreciate how far you've come, and I appreciate your efforts. So I think that that is something here that you're working towards, or something that you're going to be experiencing soon. You have the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is a card of challenge, of being tested, of being placed above others, feeling defensive, feeling like you need to maintain control over a situation, over probably things in your earthly realm, your manifestations. I feel like once you receive whatever this is, you're gonna not be able to go back down in consciousness, in like in a financial way. So like, for example, if you got a raise, you're never going to want to go back down to the lower amount of money that you were before, because your standards have been raised. And I feel like this is what this is. Whatever this like proof that you're going to be receiving, you're never going to want to go back. So that's, if you lose a certain amount of weight, you're never going to want to gain that weight back, because you know now what it feels like to experience this new weight, and you never want to go back to the old weight. You know, it's that kind of thing. I feel like you need to just make sure that your belief systems are aligned with what it is that you are trying to maintain. So if you get this thing, but then you don't believe that you deserve it, then you're going to be tested and challenged to see if your belief systems are that you do believe that you deserve it. You know what I mean? And if you fail those, then you probably will go back, like that kind of thing. With the Nine of Pentacles, you're clarified by the Six of Pentacles. I feel like in the past you've probably not experienced reciprocity. You've probably not had good experiences with giving and receiving with others. You've probably given too much in the past, or been too too kind with your resources and your energy, and you're just a hard worker in general, and you put your all into things, and you don't take shortcuts, and you don't take handouts, and you don't act that way. And I think in the past you've been surrounded by people who take advantage of your kindness and of your generosity and of your ability to work hard. Maybe you've had bosses or things like that that have taken advantage of the fact that you're a hard worker, and so they always call you to come in or something like that. And now you're like, I want to be my own boss, or that's just an example, so take it as it resonates, apply it to your situation. Only you can know. But there is some energy of, I'd rather just do this on my own, or I'd rather just work with one person or something like that, because in the past it's been like, it hasn't been equal. It's been like you giving and giving and giving and never receiving. Or maybe in the past you've been in a position where you've asked for help and haven't received it because that person was greedy, or whatever the circumstance was. But you want the scales to be balanced, and I feel like you know that you have to balance them yourself, and you have to balance yourself before you're able to be around people who are balanced. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Five of Cups. So there is something that was disappointing to you in the past, something that was conflicting to you, something that maybe you regret or you look at as a failure. And this could do with like an idea that you had that didn't pan out, or just a relationships, like past relationships, whether that's work relationships, friendships, relationships, or even creative things that you were like, I feel passionate and creative about this, I want to create it, and it didn't work out. There's things that didn't work out that are hurtful to you when you think about them, when you reminisce about it, and when you think about it, and it's like it could have affected you in the way that you have this now like pessimistic outlook on relationships, or on working with others, or on just emotionally investing in certain things and people and situations, because in the past it's been a failure or a disappointment. But I think you should just learn from that. And I also think that this isn't going to be something that you're bringing into the future with you. I think it's water under the bridge, and you need to focus on what you still have and what is good in your life now. You need to have gratitude for how far you've come, and even for the lessons that you've learned through those like failures. The King of Pentacles is backed by the Four of Wands. So in order to create this like reality that you're trying to create for yourself, because right now you're at the Nine of Pentacles and you want to be at the King of Pentacles, you want to have this like legacy, you want to create this financial abundance, you want to be so on top of your physical realm, you want to be so in control of everything that's going on in your life. And in order to get there, you have to have a foundational belief system that supports that. So you need to be having a good home life, a good physical body. It's like mind, body, and spirit all has to be on one level. You have to align all of it to get what it is that you want. Obviously, that's manifestation. So yeah, I would just look at your belief systems. I would look at understanding that you want to surround yourself with like-minded people. You don't want to surround yourself with I can't catch a break kind of people, because they will tear you down. You don't want to surround yourself with people who don't want to be reciprocate energy. You don't want to surround yourself with people who have bum mentalities. You don't want to surround yourself in an environment, like a working environment, that you despise. You don't want to be in a body that you are disgusted with. You don't want to be in a home that you hate, like things like that. It's like you need to, and also you don't want to have these belief systems that you don't deserve better than what it is that you have now, or that you can't ever have harmonious relationships with others in the future to create whatever empire, whatever it is that you're trying to create. You need to really look at your foundational belief systems and what are you building this life on top of? Is it going to crumble because it's built on unstable belief systems and actions and things like that. You need to align your actions with your belief system. The Two of Swords is backed by the Devil card, so this is you kind of like teeter-tottering between your old ways and the new ways that you want to be. Or this is like, should I be toxic in my communication and my thoughts and self-sabotage, or should I act in this better way? Am I trapped, or do I just feel trapped? You know, are you doing things for materialism? Are you trying to create this life for yourself just for the money, just for the clout, just for the way that it looks to others, or just to get something out of somebody or something like that? It's like, you really need to look at like, what are your motives? Are your old ways coming back? What are you like avoiding? What are you not looking at here? There's something that's being avoided that has to do with your subconscious. It has to do with either communication or your thoughts or your ideas. Yeah, and it just has to do with like attachment, temptation, self-sabotage, addictions, codependency, things like that. Whatever the toxic thing is that you have about you, that only you know, that's something that you need to not avoid, but understand that it's a part of you and that it doesn't have to have control over you. It's just something that was learned, and now you're unlearning it. And you know, you can always look back to the way that you used to be and understand people who are still there and things like that. I do think that you are going to get some sort of recognition for pulling yourself out of this like hard time, pulling yourself out of poverty for some of you, pulling yourself out of lack mindset, depression, feeling isolated. Sometimes we just feel isolated even though we're not. I do think that you're going to move slowly towards communicating something, or moving slowly towards an idea that you're passionate about, because you know that the hard times are over, and now you have this like sense of confidence about you with the Queen of Wands here. You don't really care what it looks like to other people. You know that you feel good about yourself. And again, you have the Nine of Pentacles, so it's like something that you're creating on your own here is going to bring you clarity. Just be careful of the choices, the things that present themselves to you in the future. Be able to differentiate between something that your ego wants and something that your higher self wants. Don't play into drama with other people, because it's just you being conflicted inside, and that's why you're attracting these people to show that to you. So don't engage in conflict. Listen to your intuition. Communicate tactfully. When you listen to your intuition and you're able to really be harmonious within yourself, then your dreams will start to come into reality, because you're aligning with your highest potential. Once you act in your highest way, you will be like, your trajectory will be towards the things that you actually want. I think that you need to plan towards things, think clearly about what it is that you want, not always like communicate things, but instead really rest and think about things before you act, because you don't want to have like chaos. You don't want to be tricking yourself or tricking others. You want to have harmonious relationships. You want to, think about things, plan things before you go towards them, because you want happiness. You don't want discontent anymore. You don't want to have heartbreak anymore. You want to be able to manifest what it is that you want. And I do think that you are going to be able to do that. Just look at those like weak links, the weak areas that you have, and just give focus to them so that they can't control you. Let's look at your oracle card. Earth signs, we have It's in You, number 24. I'm going to go ahead and read this for you. In the story of the Wizard of Oz, the Cowardly Lion traveled the Yellow Brick Road to get to the Emerald City to request what his heart most longed for, courage. Little did he know that during this entire frightening journey, he already possessed that which he sought so desperately. For his heart, there roared a courage that was always his to claim, or for in his heart. The cowardly lion needed the outer journey to understand that what he most desired was always within. What you seek to, you have in you. Do not give up the journey, persevere and endure the uncertainty. Remember that having courage does not mean you are fearless, it means you do the thing despite being scared. Cowardly lion, who now has transformed into confident lion, shares his medicine with these questions. What if everything you've been searching for is not only right in front of you, but it is in you? What if everything you've been chasing outside of yourself was a part of you that you couldn't see within? What if you were looking in others to find the you that was screaming to be self-actualized? What if every beautiful quality you deeply want you already possess? What if the sweep you off your feet love is your own love within reflected back to you? What if the gift you had been waiting to actualize was crying out, I'm right here, please, please see me? What if this whole entire time it was you that you were searching for? What if you chose you and stopped waiting for others to choose you? What if you stopped running toward external validation to prove your worth and instead went within and became yourself? I hope that this reading resonated with you guys. If it did, go ahead and comment below how. I will be posting earth sign readings every Monday on this channel. If you want a personal, it's on Etsy. If you want short form Zodiac readings, it's on TikTok and Instagram. And yeah, just don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you like this type of content, and I'll see you guys in next week's video.